Good morning, student. This is the time for the question answer that I have finished this very short answer type of question in the previous class. Now this is the time for the long answer type question that it is left. Now I'm going to continue from the C long answer type question. The first question is, what are the different types of microorganism? Explain with examples. Now there are 5 basic groups of microorganism that we have to study in this chapter in microorganism: bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoa and algae. First is bacteria, that we have to describe it also with the examples. First is bacteria, a member of a large group of unicellular microorganisms which have cell walls but lack organelles and an organized nucleus, including some which can cause diseases. Example: Koki, Vibrio, Bacilli, or Bacillus it is also, etc. Now B, fungi. A fungus is any member of the group of eukaryotic organisms that includes microorganisms such as yeast and molds, as well as the more familiar mushrooms. These organisms are classified as a kingdom which is separate from other eukaryotic life kingdoms of plants and animals. Now next, C, viruses. A virus is a submicroscopic infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells of an organism. Viruses can infect all types of life forms from animals and plants to microorganisms. Example: HIV, TMV. Full form, I think so everyone is knowing the full form of HIV and TMV, and it is human immunovirus, and TMV tobacco mosaic virus. Now D, protozoa. Protozoa, also known as protozoans, singular and plural it is an informal term for single-celled eukaryotics, either free-living or parasitic, which feed on organic matter such as other microorganisms or organic tissues. Now D, algae, a simple non-flowering and typical aquatic plant of a large group that includes the seaweeds and many single-celled forms. Algae contain chlorophyll but lack true stem, roots, leaves and vascular tissues. Now question number 2 of this long answer type question is, list some diseases caused by microorganisms in human. That I have mentioned the chart by separating the different groups, that like human disease, a causative microorganism, made of transmission, preventive measures, that already I have mentioned it, that I have to mention in the copy also, as like tuberculosis, measles, chickenpox, polio, cholera, typhoid, hepatitis B, malaria. And the causative microorganisms are respectively bacteria, virus, bacteria, virus and protozoa. This all you have to mention in the copy. My next question number 3 is, how is a virus different from other microbes? The answer is, viruses are on the borderline of living and non-living. They are non-living when they do not find a host, and they become living after finding a host cell, while on the other hand, other microorganisms are generally living. Viruses use the machinery of the host cell, while other microorganisms use their own machineries. Now question number 4, list some ways to preserve the food items. There are lists that it is helpful to preserve the food material, as like pickling, salting, smogging, smogging, canning, bottling, pasteurization, refrigeration and sterilization, and food preservation, whatever we are using, that it is mentioned here. Now next question number 5, that it is explain nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is a biogeochemical process through which nitrogen is converted into many forms consecutively, passing from the atmosphere to the soil to organism and back into the atmosphere. It involves several processes such as nitrogen fixation, nitrification, denitrification, decaying and putrefaction. Now this is the diagram of a nitrogen cycle, how the nitrogen cycle takes place in the atmosphere, in the environment, that it is shown as a diagram that it is must to draw in the copy. Now question number 6, this is the last question of this chapter of long answer type question, that it is explain, why does the milk turn sour in summer season? Milk turns sour in summer season because bacteria grows faster in summer season than in winter due to the favorable conditions, and as the number of bacteria increases, it makes the curd sour. The chapter microorganism is about to over. Only the objective questions are left that I will provide you in the next class. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.